Welcome back to Cussing Shit. It's your boy KB back in the building for what will be episode 51. Now, we got a crowd favorite, I think. Got B Lover Lawson in the building.
What's happening?
And we got our, former favorite bartender homie in the building, Miss Lola. Say what's up to the people.
Hello, everyone.
Now, Lola's new to the show, so take it easy on her.
Please.
But so let's get right into it now. Main things going on in the world today. I'm quite sick of this shit.
We all are.
All this racism and blatant inequalities stemming from the events that happened in, what was that, Minneapolis?
Yeah, Minneapolis.
And is happening again.
Yep.
That's like my whole thing. Like, it's happening again. Because we just talked about this, like something similar to this, 2 episodes ago with me, you, and Sean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we just talked about, it was just another situation. Now it's happening again. Another unarmed black man is
fucking
murdered. Like, it's plain and simple. He's fucking murdered on camera in front of 1 million people. But they gotta do an investigation.
What are you investigating? Like,
right.
Look at the video. So
if
if someone just sees me kill somebody just out in the street,
right,
they ain't gonna investigate shit. They're gonna put me under arrest. They're gonna sit my ass in jail. So please make it make sense as to how these police officers can just go about their fucking day, even though they already have on record of multiple abuses, like
18 of them, to be exact. He had 18 complaints against him.
I didn't know that. Jesus Christ!
All these complaints. He's already shot 2 people. One of the persons that he shot. He shot him like it was 48 rounds that went out.
That is insane.
You know, he emptied, reloaded, and shot again.
What kind of gun was this?
I don't know. I don't know what type of gun, but
Jesus
it's like,
Christ! Because if it's a regular ass handgun, that probably hold 15 rounds, maybe.
You reloaded that many times?
That's like at least 3 times.
Why is he even
still
on
the force?
Still on the force.
He's still a cop. Like,
that's crazy.
how?
They were still able to go home that night.
Yep.
To his family.
And it's like all of that, and it's all just put, to the wayside because it's not on camera.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine how many other instances there are, and that we're waiting to come out because, it wasn't videotaped. Yeah. How many more hashtags are there? It's countless. Like, these cops have no regard to life, and that's their fucking job.
Right.
Their job is to literally protect and serve, but it's just like,
I was just about to say that.
I'm so scared of someone with more melanin, so I must kill them. No.
Protect and serve. Protect and serve.
Yeah.
Protect and serve. If a man sitting there telling you, I can't breathe,
right,
and I can't breathe, what more the fuck do you need to say?
9 minutes, yo. He was on that man neck.
Yep.
9 whole
9
minutes.
fucking minutes.
3 minutes he was unresponsive. Like, what the fuck?
So he was dead.
Yeah.
He
just still kneeling on him.
He was still kneeling
with
on
his
him.
hands in his pockets. Like,
I couldn't watch the video.
Like, that's fucking crazy.
The last
I
video,
still haven't seen the video. All I've seen is still shots.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I was watching the news. They was talking about it.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the video.
The last video I watched, and it actually made me, like, I had to stop just everything. I couldn't do anything. Someone sent me a link and was like, hey, did you see this? That's all it said in the message. I wasn't paying no attention, so I opened it. It's a video of dude that got shot jogging. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm watching this, like, mind you, I had no idea what was happening.
Right.
Like, I just opened the link and I just see, like, this black guy jogging down the street and these white guys hop off the truck and they killed him. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, it's heartbreaking, and it pisses me off that, you see these school shooters come out and they always talking about, oh, well, they have PTSD, they have depression, they suffer from this, that, and the third. And this is no knock to any mental disorder that they may have. But it's like their mental health is put on a more care scale versus us as a people.
Mm-hmm.
Like us as a society, we live like, you know, if you come from poverty, you're living in
trauma.
Mm-hmm. Constantly. You ask somebody, like, I mean, it's like kind of a cultural thing to collect obituaries.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know, like, it's like you go through houses, you go over your grandmama's house, it's hella obituaries
all
everywhere.
over
And it's like, why? And most of the people that's in the obituaries are young as shit.
Mm-hmm.
You don't realize it growing up. But so it's like, we live in trauma. We're raised in trauma. A lot of things that we have in our culture come from a trauma response. So it's like, imagine all of that being ingrained in us, and knowing that, and it's scientifically proven that trauma is like, it can be passed down in your DNA. So you have trauma from 400 years ago when our ancestors came here in bondage. And then you have trauma coming from once that was abolished, from like the chain gangs and just everything, just however this country was built. All of that trauma is passed down. It's in our blood. It's in our DNA. And they look at us like, oh, we're just fucking crazy, or we don't want anything. And it's like, y'all have everything and y'all killing each other. But y'all mad at us. Like,
and then to live life, you know, live a traumatic life like you described, and then have it coupled with the fact that people who are supposed to protect us are killing us now.
Everybody.
Like, I'm not, like, this shit keeps happening. Like, I guess it's just this time that they're ready to riot because people are sick of this shit.
Yes.
Really sick.
Like they are fine. Everybody was like,
Trayvon, like when shit happened with Trayvon, we was peacefully protesting. Some people started, you know, rioting a little bit. When shit happened with Mike Brown, more rioting a little bit, but not on this scale.
Yeah.
We have been peacefully protesting for far too motherfucking long. Yes. We ready to knock shit over. Like it's to the point where people complaining about this shit for what? Y'all saying worried about a Target. And
Target
Starbucks
will be just fine.
Absolutely fine.
They will be just fine.
Target's fine. They home right now. They're $30 million house right now.
Yeah.
Chilling. They fine.
The owners of what? Target, Walmart, Amazon, all are coming out of the fucking epidemic, the pandemic that's going on with COVID. They coming out of this exactly.
They're getting richer and richer, like
off of our money, because we don't have, like, our businesses are suffering from these big box stores. I mean, it's all a trickle down effect, and it's all fucking tied together. You know, you got Walmart and Target both putting money into the government to pass laws that help them.
Yep.
These niggas don't even pay fucking taxes.
Trump told them. No, Dave Chappelle told niggas, like, Trump is fighting for people like me, rich people.
Yes. He don't care.
He gave us $1,200.
$1,200 funky ass
once.
And and people still
just for us to spend it with them mostly.
Yeah, they gave Chris fucking $20 million. They didn't even need it.
Didn't they get it back?
Backlash.
Yeah, they gave that shit right back.
They gave it back because of the backlash.
It was like, as soon as that check cleared, they sent it back.
The NBA got money too. And I'm like,
they say the auto industry about to get some money.
Who?
The auto industry.
Why?
Because they not selling 6,000 cars a day now. I don't know. Like,
the auto industry.
The auto industry. That's way more important.
Mainly, like,
they tell you
from, like, overseas.
You could be outside.
Large percentage.
So how the fuck are they going to get a bailout with? And it's our money. That's the shit that's more, that's like really angering. It's like they did this shit in 2008 when they bailed out all those banks. Like, they bailed them out with our money, and we still didn't fucking riot. And y'all like, what? If you look overseas, if you look in European countries, and no, they are not the standard, but it's like, if you look at their people, they don't take this bullshit. I just watched a video this morning of, it was Air France. They cut 3,000 jobs. Them niggas took their asses to task. I'm talking about
3,000.
They cut 3,000 employees. They went to the like they had a board meeting. They rushed in and like snatched up the CEO, like ripped his suit off. They had to hop a fence to get the fuck away from them.
Oh, shit.
They was not playing.
You don't pay nobody livelihood like that.
Like, and it was like it was what, like it was pilots and flight attendants and baggage carriers. Like they knocking their heads in, and we over here like, oh, don't burn down the Target and the Gucci store. Like, nigga, what?
Yeah, you see, they said don't burn those down, and that's one of the things. Like, I'm not with the rioting shit. Like, I'm not like with it. I'm not against it either. I'm like somewhere in the middle. I just wish, like, sometimes I just wish like the shit was more targeted. Yeah. Because in most cases they don't do nothing but fuck up our community. Like, think about it. Like, Mondawmin, they fucked them all up yesterday. So them niggas ain't gonna get the Target though. I mean, Towson. Like, I wish they could get the Towson. Yeah, understand. Like, I'm not saying they wrong for doing it. I just wish they could get there.
I know they got Mondawmin
like,
again.
Hell yeah.
I ain't watching news.
I woke up to that shit. I wanted to get there. I wanted to get to Columbia Mall. Sorry.
No, I mean, it's understandable.
Like, taking outside of our like direct community. Like,
shut everything down. That's all the National Guard probably. They was at Columbia Mall.
Yes, they're gonna protect that shit.
They made sure that was safe.
But they didn't protect the mall in the middle of our neighborhood. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wish it could spread out. Let's get these fucking neighborhoods.
Yeah. It makes sense, and I definitely agree. I definitely agree that it needs to be more.
It's a mall,
or I shouldn't say needs. I wish it would be more targeted to wealthier areas. Mm-hmm. Like, let's take it outside of Towson. Go into these areas that are fucking gentrified. Are you kidding me?
Them too.
Fells Point, Canton, Locust Point, all that shit. Like, when the first uprising happened in Baltimore, Baltimore City Police was over in those areas. You know, oh guys, you have to go in the house. It's curfew.
Yeah, they protecting that shit.
Knocking niggas' heads on North Avenue. I was standing right there when they knocked this man's head in because they talking about curfew. But like,
remember that nigga that disappeared?
Where is he?
He had caught a couple. He got a couple of cases behind it. It was like a documentary. I think it was something on Vice. I was watching about it. Okay. They were talking about like the aftermath of those riots here, and he was highlighted in there. He was fighting that case for a while.
And you do know that because of Ferguson and Baltimore, there's now like facial recognition, like technology for these instances.
I ain't surprised.
To find the protesters and the people that are rioting or whatever, to either kill them or put them in jail. So if you look at it, like a lot of so you remember the iconic photo of the dude throwing a canister back in Ferguson, holding a bag of chips? He got killed.
Yeah,
under mysterious circumstances.
They said a few of them got killed. I'm
yes.
Mysterious.
Yeah,
mysterious.
All of them were mysterious.
Like,
I'm like,
come on. So it's like right now with all of that happening, it's like I plead with everybody on social media. So if you're going to repost videos or footage of anything that has to do with it, please blur out faces. Because it's like, these people are going to get killed, like fucking around with social media because, you know, you want to get a nice shot, but at the same time, these motherfuckers got to live. So it's scary. But then it's like, on the other side of that, you have known like antagonizers and instigators that come out to these places that they're known. Like, people, you can see their face and you're like, they don't live here. They're here to just start shit and get the riot started.
That's the cop. There was a cop. The Minneapolis, the cop. Busting the windows out.
Yeah, that was in Minneapolis. Then they got one dude in New York who was trying to like. They got a picture of him.
Well, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Why was he busting the windows up?
Trying to get the riot started. Trying to ignite the riot.
So,
but he recognized who he was, and then the wife,
his ex-wife.
Yeah, she recognized her gas mask. It was her gas mask, and something else he had on that was her gloves or something. So she recognized him through that. So that's how the police found. They found. I don't know if he got locked up or not.
Of course not.
I just seen the video. I'm like,
Why the fuck would they lock him up? They ain't even lock up. I mean, they're not even pressing charges on the niggas that killed the man.
And what the fuck is third-degree murder?
Bullshit.
Unintentional.
So third-degree murder,
like,
pretty much like, say me and you fighting, I push you, you hit your head,
yeah,
you die.
That's it.
That was me. Unintentional.
That was
like
my
mistake.
bad.
Yeah.
You know, so if I bust you in the head with a brick for 9 minutes until your brains is like all over the concrete.
Shit.
Is that first?
If
that third degree murder?
If I put my knee in your throat for 9 minutes,
Like,
you might have a problem. Like,
how do you think somebody gonna survive that? Like, you wasn't holding his wrist. Like, oh, give me your wrist.
mm-hmm.
Like, how do you think you have to breathe? Like, it makes no sense.
And then like the who was it? The autopsy person that conducted the autopsy said that he had other things that contributed to his murder. Well, to his death.
Right.
I don't care if I have like cancer from my brain to my feet. If you stand on my neck for 9 minutes, I'm dying from that.
Yeah.
See, that's
If
the
you
bullshit.
shoot me, I'm dying from the bullet. I'm not dying from the cancer.
Yeah.
So
That's
you're
the-
lying.
That's the bullshit justification. Like,
Yeah.
they get on my, and it's always some goofy ass, but they try to justify it.
Yeah.
Like,
if he didn't have,
he was only
diabetes,
kneeling on his fucking throat.
He's a pretty big guy. I'm shit like
In
that.
every case, like, they
He
try
didn't
to.
have diabetes. He would have been able to breathe better. Like, no, motherfucker, you killed him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He
Plain
could
and
not
simple.
breathe.
Plain
Like,
and fucking simple.
this shit's sick.
And in my opinion, in my wholehearted opinion, I feel that everybody that, I mean, from the captain, the sergeant, everybody that has anything to do with Minneapolis Police Department, they all need to be fucking fired.
Yeah.
Because it's like, y'all allowed this motherfucker, y'all allowed this animal to be out on the street constantly, knowing that he has shot many people, that he has abused his power constantly. And y'all still allowed this nigga to be out on the street every day to police neighborhoods every day where he shows constant bias in. Like, put his ass in Crackerville.
Right.
Have him monitor y'all fucking school shooters. Like, get him the fuck out of our neighborhoods. Like, come
they put
on.
it right in the hood to do this type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Keep getting passes and passes and passes.
And then they wonder why we hate the police. Because everything that y'all stand for, every fucking thing that y'all stand for, the laws that y'all protect, the buildings that y'all protect, everything is against us. So it's like, it's disheartening to see Black people that are cops that are like, well, what about me? What about you, my nigga? Like, you not Black, you blue. Like, you chose this life. You chose to be a terrorist in your own fucking community. Yeah. And you're not going to sit here and tell me, like, you know, oh, well, it's something different. It's not. You look at these Middle Eastern countries, when our military goes over there and they kicking in the fucking door talking about, I'm giving you freedom. Right. And you thinking that they not murdering them niggas over there? And you thinking that if they do come over here to get away from that shit, they gonna look at you like, oh, well, you're my friend. No.
Like, I don't count.
Like,
and here's a funny thing, right? Somebody had posted a thing from Chris Rock last stand-up that he said, I want to read it. Say, Chris Rock said it best in one of his specials. Whenever the cops gun down an innocent Black man, they always say the same thing. It's not most cops. It's just a few bad apples. Bad apple? That almost sounds nice. I've had a bad apple. It was tart, but it didn't choke me out. Here's the thing. I know it's hard being a cop. I know it's hard. I know this shit's dangerous. I know it is, okay? But some jobs can't have bad apples. Some jobs, everybody got to be good. Like pilots. You know, like American Airlines can't be like most of our pilots like to land. We just got a few bad apples. That like to crash and we just got a few bad apples like to crash in the mountains. Please bear with us. I was like, just because the conversation went that way, that shit popped in my brain because it's like you can't have just a few bad ones. Like, you can't have bad police
at all
with a gun. Like, you cannot do that.
I know it's whatever that oath they supposed to take. Nothing is in there about being bad.
Nothing.
Like I don't know what the fuck it is, but I'm sure it's supposed to mean you're a good person with morals and integrity and all that shit, yeah, and compassion, all that good shit you supposed to name. All right. I don't know. It shouldn't have been, but whatever. Like you can't.
I don't feel
be
like
iffy.
So it's like
I
look at it a lot. You know,
don't worry about it.
I compare a lot of it to, you know, what I can compare it to working as a bartender, working in the restaurant industry.
Mm.
I've had like, bruh.
Yeah.
But okay, so y'all used to go to Hazelwood all the time. Y'all know how rough that crowd was. Okay, so like the things that people would say to me, how they would talk to me, all that shit. Like I have to take that. Like that's my job. That's my job is to unfortunately take the crazy ass motherfuckers that's cussing me out over blue cheese and ranch, and also to take my wonderful customers like y'all. So I don't understand how cops can look at that and be like, well, I can shoot you because you cussing me out.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many times I've been cussed out my fucking job? Like what? Right. And you have the free will to kill somebody? Come on. I could have, if I was like a fucked up ass person, if I was one of the bad apples, I could have fucked people's drinks up. Mm-hmm. But you know how fucked up you will be if I put a Visine in your goddamn cocktail?
You ain't supposed to argue with nobody that handles your food and beverages and shit like that. You're not supposed to argue with people like that.
So it's like, you know, people put a certain amount of trust in me, even though they talk to me like a dog, worse than a dog most of the time. They still have a certain amount of trust that I will not poison them or, you know, do them harm. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why this is lost among these niggas with power. Mm-hmm. Like y'all have people's lives in your hands, and y'all are just sitting there, just like, well, I feel like killing a nigga today
and going home. Like, how you go home? Like, you go home. Did you see the video of the police that was guarding his fucking house?
Yeah, they were standing there just bucked
it was
up.
Hundreds of them. And
they're the biggest gang in America.
And this motherfucker was in the house with his family, like, damn, I'm good tonight. Like, then you gotta think, do he really give a fuck about his family? Because if motherfuckers want to kill me, I'm not going home.
No. I'm not going back to my house
like,
at all.
He ain't give a fuck about nobody. He went straight home like, shit, I know they on the way, but I'll go home to my family. Like,
go get my last husband.
They going to your addresses on the internet. You go home? Nah, son. Like, look, get your shit, get out the house. We gotta go. I'm not ready to take all that bullshit to my house.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, even drug dealers got like more sense to sit house your family to get the fuck out the house because they coming.
You go in the
some
house.
Drug dealers got enough sense to move their family. Like, hey, y'all gotta move. But I'm gonna go back down there.
Get the kids out the house. Get the kids out the house. He like, nah, I'm on my way home.
Mm-hmm.
Protesters were tweeting like, saying that.
It was so. I'm like, there's so many cops that she's recording. It's just like the fucking claim. I'm like, this is fucking crazy.
Chest bucked out. They were waiting. They wanted somebody to pop off.
Oh yes.
And that's the time when you fuck up. When you fuck them up. That's the time when you throw Molotov with a little bit of liquid dish soap. Not saying that it works.
Oh shit.
That's the time when you want to fuck somebody up. Like you know that they are protecting this animal. Mm-hmm. You blow that motherfucking house up. You you fight those police. Like that's your main concern is to fuck them up.
And you know what? I said it earlier I was cutting somebody here. I don't remember who it was. But I said the same thing. Like I'm all for them burning down a police station.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Because like I said, I ain't for it and I ain't totally against it. So but listen, listen. The reason why I have no issue with that is because that's who we have the problem with. Yeah. Go fuck their shit up. Yeah. Like I said, let's target this riot the right way.
Yeah. You're right.
That's what I feel.
Like, okay, your problem is with the cops. All right, go fuck that up. Go fuck up City Hall it's the whole government.
Was it Tennessee? They burned down their courthouse.
Good.
Yes.
Fuck that shit up.
Oh, shit.
Leave my barbershop alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
They was in
barbershop ain't do nothing
They was in
to you.
Atlanta and Lennox Mall.
Fuck the cop shit up.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all just being niggas. You are there. You're like, oh, man, shit niggas wild. I'm ready to go to the mall, grab me a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, boy, stay your ass in the house. And you gonna be out there doing that shit.
Like with, I don't know. Like I don't care. I don't care about these corporations like at all.
That makes sense.
Like Lennox Mall, they're going to rebuild. Every
Mhm.
store in there has insurance. Like
Shit, even if the store itself don't have insurance, the building,
the building
does.
has
And
insurance.
if that
So-
store don't, that store gotta go, and guess what? Another store will be there
right back in there.
immediately.
So I mean, and then like
That's
you,
true.
like the history of malls. I fucking watched a documentary on that shit, and that's fucked up. I'm like, God damn,
Yeah,
everything in
it's
this
pretty
goddamn country is just
It's pretty
trash.
bad. Yes.
But
It's a horrible country.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
God
yo,
damn.
this my country.
Think about it.
They
Like,
were doing crime. Like,
and fucking shit up.
yeah,
Every
it's
war
crazy,
was for
yo.
something.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly.
So-
It
It
wasn't
was
for-
like,
they weren't over in
ridiculous shit.
Iran talking about, I'm gonna kill you for freedom.
Yeah.
No, I want your oil.
yeah, bitch, I want your rice. I want some of your gold.
Like it's fucking crazy. I watched a documentary
But we're
about
crazy.
Vietnam.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. But we're the fucked up ones.
Mhm.
It's trash. but,
Shows like Scandal ain't come out of nowhere.
bro,
Oh, no. Oh, this
I
shit.
just
Yeah, like-
I should have started binging that. I'm like,
these
shit.
shits is inspired by something, like to say how
You
fucked
tell
up the
me.
government can be.
Yeah.
They be telling us all this shit. They tell us that's how I be trying. I'm mad. I ain't watched Simpsons all these years as much as I should have.
Man,
I mean,
what?
of course, I would have known back then.
Nobody
love the
believed the Simpsons when they said Donald
No.
Trump was going to be
Gonna
the
be
fucking
president.
Yo,
president.
they had this shit. The nigga was going down the escalator and everything. I'm like, this is fucking crazy.
It's
This is
The
in
wild.
the-
Simpsons
this
been
is in the
doing this shit.
90s.
This is how you know that this shit has been planned.
Yeah.
These shits don't come out of
Everything.
nowhere. Like,
Everything.
to add on.
how do you
to-
come out of nowhere?
Yeah,
But we got
yeah.
so much of the reference.
We are little pawns in this in fucking little government's chess game. We are nothing. We are nothing to
Absolutely.
them, and it's fucking crazy. They
We-
go through all this shit for nothing.
Mhm.
We're only something until like we starting a revolution.
Mhm.
Like once we start the revolution, once that spark is ignited, the person who lit it that's the one who's going to fall. That's the first person that's going to fall because that's who the government's going to target. But as long as that fucking fire, that spark, once it starts that fire, I hope it burns the whole fucking country down.
Mhm.
Like to piggyback off of what you were saying about, these police departments and, all that shit getting burned down. When they about to start rebuilding this shit, I feel like all that money needs to come out of the police pension. When they have to pay out the victims and the families of police brutality, of their negligence and all that other shit, that money needs not to come from taxpayer money, because I didn't fucking do
I
it.
didn't do it.
Mhm.
It needs to come from the police pension.
Yeah.
The fraternity of police, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
brotherhood,
Yeah,
y'all
the
fucking
motherfuckers
gang.
that be
Y'all
calling me
pay
asking
that
me for
shit.
money and shit.
Exactly.
Who are these sons of
And they
bitches?
got the money. So
Absolutely,
Yeah,
they
I
got
just
the
get
fucking
the-
money. You see these goddamn G.I. Joe ass vehicles they driving down the goddamn street? Like, y'all got fucking guns that I only see on fucking Call of Duty,
Them
my nigga,
shit's
for
crazy.
what?
This is definitely like some RoboCop.
riding
bro.
down in fucking $30 million trucks. What the fuck you need a $30 million truck for? This shit is outrageous.
The fuck kind of truck is that?
Absolutely.
Them fucking Hummers and all them shits.
Yeah.
All them
$30 million?
shits is
Yes, they be
bulletproof and
millions
bomb-proof
of dollars.
and all
Some
type
shit's made out of vibranium?
I think so, yo.
God
Yo,
damn.
this shit is so expensive. I'm paying for this shit.
And like it's to protect and serve the community. It's like, what the fuck we gonna throw at you that's that
That's
Like-
that lethal.
Right.
bruh, like
Mhm.
we don't have the access to those types of military weapons except for the motherfuckers that was protesting getting their fucking haircut. Except for the motherfuckers that was protesting going to the goddamn beach. Them motherfuckers in Subway with RPGs strapped to their back,
Crazy.
ordering sandwiches and shit, talking about, yeah, I'm here because I'm mad. Y'all won't let me go get my hair done. But wait a minute.
I'm a barber, nigga. I ain't mad at him at all.
Where those RoboCop niggas that was just riding down North Avenue?
Mm-hmm.
Because we was throwing rocks.
Oh, shit.
Come on. It's all tied into race. And it is, and that's because our society is a white supremacist patriarchal fucking society. And it's going to be that way until this shit burns. Like, I mean, it literally started by thinking that people of color weren't even human.
3/5.
We were not human. We were cattle. We were property. That was another quote I read. It was like, the loot can't be the looters.
Ain't that some shit?
That's wild.
So it's like, you know, we weren't thought of as human, and then as Black people, and then you have women that weren't even thought of. So it's like, okay, Black people and Black women as a whole were not written and thought of in this society. Like, that was
you need some cheering with that shit, because you hit that shit right on the money. Yeah, give me one more. This shit is cool.
So
I didn't have those before.
Still got the sound effects. I love it. But it's like, you know, until and that's how this is how this country was born. It was born on stolen land, and people of color, women were not thought of. Until all this shit burns down and is restarted, rebuilt, with everyone having inclusivity to it, everyone having some type of piece to this puzzle. It's the only way that it's gonna change. That's how I look at it. It's like our fucking president. We all know the president is a puppet. We all know that it's just ran by corporations. So we got this fucking orange Tic Tac in office. That's just goofy as fuck.
Goofy as shit, yeah.
I'm like,
I still don't believe it. Not the president.
He call him an orange Tic Tac.
That's all he is.
He'll play so much. He'll just really play like he's.
This nigga on Twitter constantly. Like, how you the president and you on your phone? Get off your phone.
The country is burning down.
We'll definitely get his tweet on.
Twitter, son.
You be getting this tweet on.
75 cities on fire, and you ain't here tweeting. Like this is not real. Like this can't be real. Yo.
Do y'all watch Black Mirror?
No.
Please watch Black Mirror on Netflix.
Check it.
Like, if you want to, it's been out for like a few years, but the creators of this show, so pretty much it's based off of technology and life, and what happens when technology gets more advanced, and but we're still primitive at, you know, just at our core. So the creators of the show, and this show is like, it's fucked up. Like, you be watching and you be like, oh shit. Like, it hits real close to home. But the creators of it, they were like, life is just too fucked up right now. We can't put out a new season.
Dang.
So people who watch this show, they know how fucked up that is. That's like Marvel saying, well, we can't put out no superhero movies because there's already superheroes outside. What? What you mean?
I'd be so upset. I love Marvel movies.
The dude that was in New York, who the little racist Karen that was choking her dog out, trying to call the police.
Yeah. See, I saw the video there. Like, fuck wrong with this fucking crazy ass lady?
Don't tell me to put my dog on a leash. I'm calling the police, you African American. Like,
that's what she said.
I mean, I'm just saying, but
because I didn't even see this shit.
She pretty much called the police because he told her to put her dog on a leash. They were in Central fucking Park.
And she was screaming like, he's screaming at me, he's trying to attack me or some shit.
Yeah.
You trying to get this man killed.
Yeah, he recorded it, and then I tied that into this because he worked for Marvel at one point. Yeah. So now he's coming out talking about, oh, don't give her death threats. Nigga, she literally gave you a death threat. Like, you could have been George Floyd, my guy. Like, are you kidding me?
I don't understand why niggas want to be so nice to these motherfuckers.
Fuck them.
That's just stupid.
I don't get it.
Like, who the fuck called you telling you say this bullshit? Like, fuck that.
No.
Don't threaten to go to it. Make it happen. Don't say nothing. Just do it. Like, you know, telling her, be nice to her. What? Why?
Because she lost her job and shit. I'm like, so? Like, you're not going to tell me, like, Darren Wilson, that's the cop who killed Mike Brown. You're not going to tell me this motherfucker not in some small town, Idaho, Utah, some shit, probably still being a fucking cop.
Mhm.
Like these motherfuckers, they still able to find work. They don't fucking care because at the end of the day, they look at them as, oh well, it wasn't that bad. Right. Oh, they had done something to cause you to do this. But motherfuckers that have been to prison can't get a fucking job at McDonald's without these motherfuckers treating them like second-class citizens. It's like I did my time, I paid my debt to society, and now I'm ready to move on. Now I'm ready to do more. But you can't get a fucking job. Like they just want you to reoffend. They want that body back in prison. But these motherfuckers can kill us and find work that's sustainable for a fucking pension and shit. Like what?
GoFundMes and all that shit.
Right.
$300,000.
Yo, I remember that shit.
Yeah, all that motherfucking money.
That's crazy.
Darren Wilson got so much fucking money after he killed Mike Brown. So did George Zimmerman. He sold the fucking gun. He sold the fucking gun he used to kill a child.
Didn't he get like $70,000 for that
shit?
He got
200 something.
I knew it was a lot.
Something for 250.
Oh shit.
It might have been the guy. There was something he got for
$250,000 fucking dollars. American goddamn money. This motherfucker made off of killing a black person.
Then you gotta think. How sick is the motherfucker that bought the gun?
Yep. I was just about to say that.
You already know some Nazi motherfucker that's like, my
rights! With a bunch of fucking
They
money.
so happy to see a motherfucking black person get killed that they spend $250,000.
On a gun,
that's gotta be a mental illness. That is completely
I got the gun that killed that nigga. Like, what the fuck? And they really, oh man, you got it. Let me buy it. He probably sold a motherfucker for more than that.
How much you want to bet he was a cop?
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
A cop or a military person. Like
these motherfuckers is crazy.
To speak on what you said about racism being a mental illness, I really believe that is something that is a mental illness, and that's something that police officers, paramedics, just pretty much anybody that's in a civil servant position, they should all have to be like evaluated for like racism, sexism, homophobia, all that shit. And I feel like you should have to be evaluated before you have to go out into the fucking world. Because as much as you fucking hate somebody, like you shouldn't be trying to serve the whole world or the whole community because those people live in it.
Right.
So it's like, how the fuck can you sit there and do that shit?
There's too many types of people in the world to have any type of prejudice.
Yes. To have any type of prejudice
in that field. Like,
yes.
You can't have any type of prejudice because you're gonna come across fucking women that want to be men that want to be women, people who want to do this, people who want to do that. Like, it's so many different people.
And then it's like what? Right. I read online about a paramedic. I can't remember if it was Chicago or New York. But a paramedic let a transgender woman die because they were like, I'm not touching it. Wow. That's what they say. I'm like, your job is to save this life.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck your opinion, my guy. Like, you let this person die.
Die.
You let this person die because you don't agree with some shit.
That ain't teaching no lesson. That's sick.
It's sick. Sick. And it's angering. And it's like, so you're able to have this position of power. You hold somebody's life in your hands. Mm-hmm. So if you don't like black people, but a black person's life is in your hand, you're going to sit there and be like, well, I don't like them. Why the fuck do you have the job?
Exactly.
Be a mailman, nigga. Like, hold my mail.
Right.
Keep my bills, my guy. Like, shit. Do something that's less traumatic. Like, come on. But I mean, shit, I shouldn't even say that because these racist motherfuckers are in every aspect of society. You got them as police officers, which is detrimental to your physical life. But then you have them that are teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
You have them that are judges. You have them that are lawyers, that are doctors. Like, they're in so many different aspects of society. Like, you can't even get a fucking loan in some banks. Some banks, literally, just the whole branch will not give money to black people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how, like, well, I can't say how because we already know, but it's just trash. So I don't give a fuck if they burn it down. If y'all want to rebuild it, build it out of y'all fucking money. Don't come to the taxpayers and look for bailouts and all that other shit. Nah, fuck y'all. Let all this shit burn.
That would be so lovely if it would happen. It ain't
ever.
That would never happen.
Ever.
But that would be so lovely if we got to that point where they realized that they made their bed they need to fucking sleep in.
Yep. Like, it would,
because like all this shit, yeah, because
don't kill nobody else.
How much you want back? Them niggas will think twice and thrice before they pull up their gun.
Lost $60,000.
Yeah.
They see a nigga with a knife, he be charging towards him like stun gun.
Mason
This motherfucker.
Yeah. Every day they got that listen to little music. I would not shoot. All day.
Brainwashed.
That'll tighten their ass up.
Yep. Man.
All right, can we talk about another crazy cracker now?
Lord.
So we was having a discussion about the Jeffrey Epstein what is it called? Documentary called Filthy Rich or some shit like that.
I think it's called Filthy
Rich.
Yeah,
on Netflix.
That is one sick.
That nigga made a fucking sex trafficking pyramid scheme. Yeah, what the fuck?
Literally.
One of the girls was like, I recruited 24 girls myself.
And she was like 16.
Yeah.
And she was like, one said she was between 40 and 60. I'm like, he had hundreds of kids.
Hundreds of kids. Yep.
It's fucking crazy. All over the fucking world.
It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And then it's like, I saw one part where I will never forget this shit. They couldn't get a warrant to search his house. Mm-hmm. So they started searching his trash. Yeah. And the cops found a report card.
Yeah.
From one of the girls that he was fucking. I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh my God.
A middle school report card.
How?
Middle school?
How do you find a middle schooler's report card? This nigga don't got kids. He ain't got no nieces, no nephews, no little baby cousins. None of that. He don't even got no neighbors that's that young that could have possibly gotten into his trash. This motherfucker literally he picked up a child from school to have them come to his house and have sex with him.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably showed him his report card because they were like, "Oh, look at my grades." Like, ew.
That's crazy.
Flash a couple out.
That is sickening, yo.
It's sick. It's absolutely disgusting as to what money and power can do for you in this country. It's like I don't know. But I haven't read anything or seen anything of like the Saudis that are living over like in the Middle East. Those are some of the richest people on earth, on the fucking planet. I don't hear nothing about them coming over to this fucking country picking up our kids. Right. So why the fuck are our wealthy going to these black and brown countries, stealing children, having sex with children? Why are they in this country like starting pyramid schemes for sex kids, like for kids to have sex with? Like, it's
you gotta be a sick motherfucker to think, oh, I want a 13-year-old today. Like, you're 50 years old.
Yo, that is disgusting.
Like bunches of them, like a bunch of them. It was like it's sick.
Hundreds of them,
son. They said this man had, what did I say? He got 3 12-year-olds for his fucking birthday.
Who the fuck gave him that?
He said his friend.
How sick of a friend do you have?
Yo.
Oh no, here's the kicker.
That's a sick ass friend.
The motherfucker was from Spain, and he bought the girls from their parents. Then sent them over there to this motherfucker. Might have been Paris.
It was Paris.
Bought the girls, sent them over here. He had sex with them, sent them back home
the next day.
Fuck. What the hell? That shit is crazy. Yo.
He's in the house waiting for these fucking 12-year-olds to come over here so he can fuck them. That's fucking crazy. That's sick.
It's absolutely.
They was able to sleep that night. Like,
he probably slept great too.
Yeah, that's sickening. Yo, they were saying this motherfucker had private investigators fucking following the private investigators and detectives. I'm like, what the fuck?
He had money to do all that.
That's crazy. They said this motherfucker wasn't even high. They said motherfucker recording the private investigator. He was recording his ass right back, still taking pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Like they didn't give a fuck. Turn his high beams on in his face.
I just don't understand. Well,
he's just in the house, like, yeah, whatever.
I don't understand how the people who protected him, like they had kids.
Mm-hmm.
They had a family. So how can the people who are protecting him look at their fucking kids and say, I love you?
Right.
But look at another child and be like, well, you're like literally my paycheck. So go in there. Like, what? And it's women that was helping him too. That's another thing that,
like his right hand was a woman doing the same shit.
And they all got shit. What's the word I'm looking for?
Immunity, some shit like that.
Yeah, I think it was 4 of them.
They got immunity.
None of them were prostituted.
None of them. That was part of this 18-month deal. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's fucking crazy.
So they probably still out here
rich
and helping other fucking pedophiles.
Still doing the shit.
Or whatever to sex traffic. That's fucking wild, yo.
That's fucking crazy.
They were
he had the prince too.
Yeah, the prince was like England or some shit.
That shit was so wild to me. I'm watching that shit. He's like, I've never met this person, blah, 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 blah. Then they showed the picture. It was like,
oh, yeah.
I have no idea where that picture came from. I don't remember. I'm like, how the fuck you going? It's a picture.
Yeah, it's a picture.
You got your arm wrapped around her.
Yo, friend.
Yeah, like,
you're sick.
Did you remember the part where the article that Donald Trump spoke about him?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, well, he's a good guy. He's a really good guy. I know he likes young girls. Some are pretty young. And I'm like, this is our motherfucking president. He is in the highest seat in the land. And he knew that shit, and you know he indulged in that shit.
Oh, hell yeah. You already know he got some preteen coochie.
Pedophile and ill, yo.
That's our president. That's their president.
And go, he be fucking president again.
Yeah, that's the president.
It's fucking foul, man. Like they kicked Bill Clinton out of office because he got some head.
He got some head.
Consensual.
Yeah, over there too.
From a whole grown up.
Yes, he was.
Bill Clinton was on the island too.
Oh yeah, he was.
He was. But they said that some of the people didn't. So I don't know. Like I ain't putting on a cake for not nail white man ever in my life. But I think Bill Clinton likes the older fat girls.
Yeah.
I don't think he's looking for the teeny boppers like the rest of them sick ass motherfuckers.
That's nasty as shit.
That's sick, yo.
That is fucking disgusting, yo.
But then I mean, like they said it in the documentary. It was wild that both presidential nominees had ties to this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like even if you didn't indulge in that shit, it's like
you knew about it.
You knew about it, and
or
you allowed it. You turned your head. You didn't do anything. And both of y'all are running for. Well, both y'all had ties to running for the president. Bill Clinton, his wife was running, and Donald Trump was. I mean, like you know that nigga was indulging. I don't care.
Yeah.
Ugh. You at least.
It was a part. Shit.
Crazy.
It was a part in there, like, because they tried to prosecute him once, right?
Yes, he.
So the first initial prosecution. After all that shit was over, I guess he paid his way through it. He got that bogus deal. He got the shit to go away. He said everything went back to usual. So even after he got charged the first time with that shit, people still, I don't know, they covered for him. So them motherfuckers knew what was going on.
Yeah. Still doing it.
It still did. Like, it's so many, and the people that condone that shit.
So many people, too.
Yeah. There's some sick motherfuckers in the world that really think fucking children is okay.
Yeah.
It's like.
For a couple fucking Bibles.
Yeah.
You gotta think how many houses he had. This shit was going on at every one of these fucking houses, islands. Like, people just, all his employees, hundreds of fucking people just sneaking these girls.
All that shit is okay until somebody fucks one of their daughters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, until it happens to them.
Yep.
Or until they get caught.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
I find it really interesting because it's like not only was he a part of the pedophilia bullshit, but he was also raping his female employees. And then, you look at it and you really pay attention. So y'all remember when outside was open
Mm-hmm.
And like what? So it was what what's the big NBA game that everybody fly down for?
All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
So it's been said that All-Star Weekend and Super Bowl weekend is the time when most sex traffickers are trafficked to these cities.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
oh shit, you see that shit on Instagram.
It's like it's not just this sick ass like extremely wealthy motherfucker that's indulging in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's regular schmegular motherfuckers that are flying these young girls or children to these areas so they can rape them. And it's like for money. It's like, it's fucking sick, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kids. And you know it's not just the main person that's doing it. It's his driver.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I don't want to sound mean, but I hope somebody fuck one of their daughters. I want them to see how it feels.
It'll be like, oh God, who's that doing?
Like, shit don't get real till it's right in your face.
It was right in your face. I just
think about
wish that shit on no kids though.
That's
my thing. Like,
I'm sorry. That's why I said I don't want to sound fucked up. Like, but that shit, because I wish a motherfucker would. Touch my daughter if you want.
I know for sure I would go to hell.
I'm
going to hell for sure. There's no way
you will die the most gruesome death. Touch my daughter.
Like it's facts. Like I definitely understand what you're saying, because that's how I feel about these motherfuckers that keep killing every fucking person. Let's back to our other conversation. That's how I honestly feel. Like, I want y'all fucking son to be outside minding his fucking business and a black cop just roll up and blow his fucking brains out. And I want you to feel that pain. I want you to feel that pain, you just laying in bed and you get your door kicked in and your girl, your wife is murdered in front of you and the cop just goes the fuck home.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel where you coming from. It's just that I just can't wish certain shit
it's
on
hard.
kids. It's so hard. It's so hard. I can't wish it on your kids for the sins of your father. But it's like, the father gotta feel it some kind of fucking way. They love their dogs. Fuck their dogs.
I gave a disclaimer before I made my statement. I'm sorry.
I understand.
But some fucked up shit gotta happen to them.
Yeah.
Repeatedly.
Yes.
Repeatedly. They have to be put at a disadvantage at some point.
Absolutely. All of them.
It's so crazy.
They have to be made vulnerable.
They didn't get the other. Did they lock the other cops up?
No.
The other three. What the fuck they doing? They home?
Right.
They probably on administrative leave or some shit like
getting
that.
Paid and shit. And in some hotel across the country, they're scared because they now don't stay home.
They on a paid vacation somewhere
with their family.
Wild, man.
It's fucking crazy, man.
That's another thing with Jeffrey Epstein. I wouldn't be surprised that he was paying cops to cover his tracks, because R. Kelly was doing it. R. Kelly ain't had not a nickel close to what the fuck Jeffrey Epstein had, and he was paying Chicago Police Department to cover his shit. So
where
Jeffrey
the fuck
Epstein,
was it in Florida he lived?
Tampa, was it?
Palm Beach or some shit like that. Yeah. He was paying them all. He had that whole police force.
He said he told the girl, like, I'll never get caught. I own the police department.
Mm-hmm.
I told her that. I'm like, that's crazy.
As a matter of fact, yeah, because he said, like, he went to the police department when he first moved down there and gave him $100,000.
Yep.
And the detective was like, I thought that was pretty. I thought that was weird.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Really, nigga?
It wasn't too weird.
White man come in here and be like, here's $100,000. Mm-hmm. Mind your business. Like, what?
Crazy.
Ugh, fucking creeps, man.
He just walk around the city, what this young kid, that girl, get her. Like, what the fuck? He doing research on children. See how bad off they doing. With one girl, her parents had died, and somehow he found out about that shit. I'm like, that's crazy. And then he sicked another girl to go get her. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yo,
he was sending kids to get more kids.
Yep. That was crazy.
Mass manipulation. All the girls were talking about how
$200. Like,
they were sitting in class.
Right, $200. Like,
they were sitting in class and their friends were like, "Hey, you want to make $200? You want to make $200? You want to go rub down this old man?" Like,
yeah, I'm like,
then he just whipped out.
I smacked the shit. I smacked the shit out of you. I want you, what, bitch? You ain't doing that dumb ass shit. You ain't going there either. What you talking about?
I'm gonna tell your mother. I'm gonna be that bitch. I'm telling you.
We're going to massage old dudes.
Ew.
So they crossed that bridge.
That was like, I don't know, because I don't know. You got to think about what went on in their brains too to even think that made any sense.
Yeah, like
They probably.
I can never blame them because I'm just wondering, like, what will go like to say that's a good idea.
So first of all,
I'm gonna go
let's remember,
massage this old dude.
Like, why would I
at
even be a thought in
16
your head to be like, oh, let me go call this bitch real quick. I do shit like this.
At 16,
Like,
your
yeah.
brain is not
Wow.
fully developed.
No.
So it's still certain parts of your brain that is mush, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like it's scientifically proven.
Mm-hmm.
So most 16-year-olds, they think what do they say? It was like the frontal part of your brain where it's just like you just want to receive.
Mhm.
Like that's it. Like you just want to do. You don't think about consequences at all.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm just going to do this, and not think about what could possibly happen. That's why a lot of young kids like they do some real reckless, wild shit
Yeah.
because they're not thinking about it. I mean,
You
like,
know what's-
And then,
think about how wild it is.
When
Like,
you're 16,
I was, what,
and then you-
16, 17, catching hats in fucking Baltimore City.
I didn't have wild
Come
teenage
on.
years, I don't think.
But, I mean, catching a hat isn't really wild to think about it, but I'm a young girl
Yeah, for you
in
it
a
was.
car. by myself.
But you
I mean,
figure even
still,
with us,
even
we
then.
found a couple old chicks came up on us one day and be like, look, what y'all doing? We gonna take y'all to something. We'd have been like, shit, we'd have right in that motherfucker like, shit, fuck it.
Right.
Yeah.
They'd have pulled up
Yeah.
one of them big ass,
Yeah.
they pulled one of them big ass houses out by Loyola.
Yeah.
They be like, damn, old bitches got money. Man.
Yeah.
They go in there and cook us. They try to fuck us. They was like, hell no, you don't be lady. They would have been right in that motherfucker. Fucked up. Like,
Yep.
damn, this motherfucker got us.
And been happy as a
Yeah.
bitch.
Some
Yo,
girls
man,
like,
fuck these two old bitches.
some girls like, she got $200. They didn't see that house.
Yeah.
That old ass in that motherfucker. Like, oh, nice in here. Pool and shit.
You're right.
Yeah.
Then one girl, her parents, both her parents was dead. So she like, shit. She matter of fact,
She was, living
she was
like
on
grandma
drugs.
or
I think she was
something.
on drugs or something. She thought she was ready to die.
Yeah,
So she did that. So she like, shit, fuck it. $200, let's go. She seen that. And that was it. I'm like, that's crazy.
Trauma.
Yeah.
And they said he had a way of
like,
like, they said he had a way of like reeling people in
mhm.
and preying on
Master
their
manipulator.
They said
yeah.
he
He a
was-
predator.
manipulator.
They said he was manipulating from day one, nigga. They said
Yeah.
he lied about his college.
Yeah, nigga, great. Yeah.
Everything, son.
Yeah.
That shit had me ready to knock
Yo.
everything the fuck over.
He was a billionaire.
He
White
lied.
privilege.
He was a billionaire.
Right.
White privilege.
He was a
That's all I was
billionaire
thinking the whole
online.
time. Look at this shit. This nigga lied his way to billions.
Like,
The dude,
White
he
privilege.
he
lied.
was the whole Victoria's Secret and all that. He
Let me-
manipulated the shit out of
He
him.
lied to everybody. Let me go lie
Millions of
about it.
dollars. I'm like, yo been lying since the day he was born, yo. Or at least,
Are you a baby
Or
for
at least 18. Yo lied his way into some billions. Yo. What the fuck? This is
you
Shit.
can only do it if you white.
yo,
Right.
Yeah.
You can only do it if you white. Chris Rock said that shit. He was
Mhm.
like, you know how illegal a fucking cigarette would be if the motherfucker who created it had a Jerry Curl was named Earl? I was crying.
That's real shit too.
Real.
Like, all these black guys want to do is kill people with their cigarette. That's cool and shit when it's done.
Shit, they tried to kill pussy in music. The parental advisory sticker, they tried to kill that. Remember when all the protests and shit was going on because rappers was talking about bitches and hoes?
Yeah. That was suck.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like I don't disagree with like just giving a fair warning, like let me know before I put this on, like you know what I mean? Like if I'm listening to music, I don't want to be in the car with my grandmother,
shit in the corner.
Right.
like, and I
right.
don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, somebody put me on a new musician, and my grandmother in the car, and it's like, suck my dick, like, oh shit, wait a minute,
You press play, the bitches ain't shit for a whole chick. Oh shit.
wait, hold up, calm
That's
down.
not the thing you want your grandmother to hear.
Definitely need the heads up on that.
Know your
Yeah, I'd be
daddy.
like, oh, shit,
Well, fuck
I
you, no
can't
nothing.
do that.
It's like that whole, like, I remember when Tip Drill came out and
that shit was
Nelly was boycotted.
They gave
by
him
Spelman
hell.
because of him having strippers.
Oh,
And it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
the whole thing is, if you are a consenting adult you cannot. You can't hate another consenting adult for doing something that they're consenting to.
They had to sign a contract. Some shit.
Women,
they knew
like,
they was there
nothing
for.
wrong with sex workers. So these women have a job. Their job is stripping. This is a part of their job. You cannot sit there, bougie ass black people who's now they're feeling the real heat because they're like, oh shit, they burning down Lennox Mall. They stealing from Gucci. So you got Nene Leakes and T.I. on fucking TV talking about, oh, don't burn down these things. Why? Because it's putting you in adjacent to what you hold to whiteness. No, fuck that. Fuck it all. Like, burn it all down. Anyway, so you got these.
You really want to burn shit down?
Yes. Light it on fire. You got these educated black women that more than likely come from, great backgrounds, whatever the case may have you, that boycotting Nelly for having sex workers in his video. And it's like, in retrospect, I wonder if any of them feel bad.
I love that video.
I bet you did.
And it
was a great experience.
It was 3 o'clock in the morning. You should have been up.
Yeah.
Kids
should have been fucking asleep 3 o'clock in the morning anyway. That's what's supposed to go on 3 o'clock in the morning. You see some ass.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
If you woke.
Oh my god. How old was I when that came out? I think I was still in high school.
I don't even know what year. I don't even remember what year that was.
I was still in high school when it came out. And I know when the first time I watched it, I was like, I just didn't understand.
I'm about to Google this shit down.
Better watch that video again. See what year that was.
I gotta watch the whole video again.
Yeah, just see the year.
That's what I'm doing right now.
You might say that
I'm looking for this shit.
But it's like, I didn't understand what was happening. I'm like, why are they running a credit card through the crack of her ass? And my dumb ass, I'm like, what if he pull it out and there's poop on it?
Whoa! I was not thinking that at all. I was thinking, damn, look, he just let a credit card down our ass. I didn't think about that.
A girl brain versus a boy brain.
My goodness.
I don't know.
I was appreciating that. I was hoping she appreciated the gesture. Shoot. I got no more cash, baby, but you can take this.
Ew.
God damn it.
Did I ruin it for you?
A little bit.
First time I seen it, I was like, oh shit, Ellie. You're a trendsetter.
Yeah. Good. I gotta think about
the Band-Aid
brown stuff.
I don't know. Like, that's just what popped in my head. I don't know.
I can't figure that shit out. It was like 2008, I think.
It couldn't have been that late because I graduated in 2006. So it had to be like 2004. Like, I want to say 2004, 2005.
Hey, well, I could be wrong. Google ain't right all the time.
It said 2008 bullshit.
It did.
The video upload or when it came out?
I'm going to try this again. I'm going straight to YouTube.
I know I was not an adult when that video came out.
All right, let me see. That tip drill.
Yo, trying to figure out his.
I really want.
Oh shit, that ain't even it.
Sorry, I fucking clicked on the wrong one. Cause don't none of them have like legit pages. So I don't want to go to one of these goofy pages and it'd be like, I don't know, whenever. They don't have the whole thing on it. They only have a description on this one. It should say published May 2014.
Yeah.
Man, fuck this shit. The tip drill was the shit, nevertheless.
But,
no, like, we can't have all that culture, man. America let it culture, but they don't really want to protect it.
No, they love the culture.
I had screenshot that shit. I saw it. I was like, yeah, this is dope. It said, I wish America loved black people the way they love black culture.
Paul Mooney said, everybody want to be a nigga until it's time to be a nigga.
Yep.
You got fucking 2000.
They think nigga shit is cool until nigga consequences come.
Paul Mooney, real.
Yeah, he's one of the realest comedians ever.
Too real. I love that shit.
And I like the way he just when you get up on stage and basically say fuck everybody.
Yeah.
He was like that that bitch.
He was a savage.
He hated he was a lot of people don't appreciate his style of comedy though.
Yeah.
Right.
I like the niggas that get up there and tell it like it is. I don't be liking those extra goofy niggas. No, tell me some shit that I know that's really going on. That's why I love Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
like he keep it all the way, but his fucking whole crowd be white.
Yeah,
he be like, yes, tough out there for you whites. Like, damn, like, he don't give a fuck.
I like Dave Chappelle's earlier stuff. His newer stuff is just like, just chill, just heavy.
I'd be high, so all that should be funny to me.
It's just he missed the mark. He misses the mark with me with his new stuff, but his old stuff. Like I was watching his old stand up the other day when he was in DC, and he was talking about how cops kill black people. Ironically, how they'll run up in their house and be like, "Oh, he's a robber." I don't know how he got all his pictures up everywhere of him and his family, but kill him. Just sprinkle a little crack on him. No one will know.
Nobody.
Like. This,
how many times they really did that?
Yo.
They was listening to Biggie, sprinkling coke on the floor, making drug related.
Yeah. That
like,
shit be crazy.
It's absolutely insane as to how, like, police brutality is a part of our fucking culture.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it,
Yeah.
like in our stand-ups, in our shows, like in our art, it has like it's been depicted in everything.
This
like,
shit been going on for 400 or 500 years.
Yes. Centuries.
It's been going on fucking forever. Like, all right, they had the slaves. Who do you think the niggas that was over top of them?
Yeah.
I would call them. They the police right there.
Yep.
Right there. Then they graduated to make a complete police force
to
do all this other shit to us.
The actual police, like policing / police departments started from overseers or slave catchers.
Yeah.
Like they show, like there's I haven't been, I need to go. But at the museum in DC, the National Black History Museum, supposedly there's a badge for a slave catcher, but it looks like a police badge, and that's how it started. Supposedly, now I gotta do more research.
Even if it ain't real, it makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Even if it ain't a fact, it makes fucking complete sense.
And then so the NRA. Now I know this. So the NRA was created once slaves became free. Let me rephrase that. Once bondage Africans were once freed, because they weren't slaves, they were made into slaves. But anyway, once they were freed and the Ku Klux Klan was born, they had weapons. So the NRA was born from the Ku Klux Klan to keep weapons out of black hands, pretty much. So everybody,
that makes sense.
Everybody keeps talking about the NRA, and it's like they don't want black people to have
the
guns.
biggest political supporters and shit like
that.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
And remember, the people who were a part of the Ku Klux Klan, everybody keeps thinking like, oh, well, they were just hillbillies. Nah, nigga. These were the police. This was the police. These were the fucking governors. These were the people who had money, influence, power, that were putting on their fucking white sheets and going up their tails.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Has the KKK ever been punished?
I know.
You wonder why?
They are still considered a white, peaceful organization.
All the shit they done burned up. All the shit they done burned up.
Thousands of thousands.
And never been punished?
Can you imagine?
How can you never be punished?
Can you imagine?
There's an inside guy.
Who was going out talking about Alibaba? If them motherfuckers were Muslim, can you imagine ISIS? That's all I have to say. Like, you can't, like, ISIS and the KKK, like,
I have to reiterate
that's
something.
White people's fear. ISIS, like, oh God, I'm gonna die from a helicopter crash. Like, oh, I'm fearful of ISIS. Nigga, the KKK is here. It's here. It's next door. They're passing out flyers down Eastern Shore. They right now Ocean City, right now.
Yep.
And y'all scared of ISIS? Like, no, I'm not worried about fucking ISIS. That's not my fear.
In
the
most
Taliban,
cases,
none of them.
The most immediate threat is right next to you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Why the fuck am I worried about what goes on over there? Why am I worried about why should I give two flying fucks what goes on across seas?
They damn sure ain't worried about that.
At all.
So they ready to try to kill us again.
Right.
Other than that.
You know what? I'm gonna take my phone off Do Not Disturb for a little bit. Just so the next time one of those fraternal order bitches call me, I'm gonna tell them to kiss my ass before I hang up on them.
Makes sense.
I'm not donating anything to your bitch ass cause.
What do you mean?
For you to police me For you to fuck my
Right.
people over every chance you
The
get.
fraternal
For y'all to,
release
yeah.
all the people.
Hell yeah. For y'all to lock arms and say that y'all brotherhood.
Donations. and
Fuck
some
y'all.
They don't call my phone.
Shit.
I ain't never had a phone call
Well,
like that in my
you's
life.
a lucky one.
shit. Pay you to pull me over.
Yeah.
What? That is a thing.
Bad enough I gotta pay taxes, bitch.
Right.
Or you wouldn't get a fucking thing.
I cannot believe they're asking people for money.
Hell yeah.
What? Baltimore City is one of the highest tax places in the country.
For
And
fucking what?
For what?
For fucked up cars.
That's it.
They gotta
Y'all
get my
don't even fix
alignment
the
done.
potholes.
Yeah, all these motherfucking potholes fucking up my alignment.
They ain't fixing nothing.
The schools. Do y'all remember that
all
shit?
you doing is putting on cameras.
What, when school got closed because the air conditioners was broke?
Or when
During the first day?
Bruh.
Bitch, you had the whole summer.
Yeah,
You motherfuckers had the whole summer to fix these eggs. You knew it was fucking hot. You knew it was gonna be hot. You're going back to school last week of August, nigga. It's still 97 degrees outside. You don't think they need air?
Spend these kids' money.
Why the fuck wouldn't you fix the shit over the 90 last fucking days?
They taking all summer. The money they supposed to use for that shit, they vacation all summer.
Yep.
They get back there. Oh shit.
Fuck the school
damn,
system
y'all
too.
fucked up. Now what?
How about
Let the kids out of school.
when we had that cold ass winter? Mara, oh my god.
Like these kids ain't never they never in school. Now they what last time
they get more professional development days I've seen in my life.
Boy. 1 inch of snow. Kids out of school.
You know the blizzards we went to school in?
Trucking. So
these pussy ass, they turn out kids into pussies. They put them at a disadvantage. They didn't learn how to weather storms just like we did.
World going shit.
It's like all that shit. I remember when they would close schools for the heat and for the cold.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember when was this? Like 2016, 2017? When the whole Baltimore school system shut down because there was no running heat in any of the schools in the city. And it was a picture online. I don't remember what school it was, but pipes burst in the school from the cold. And the water that was coming out was freezing to the fucking wall. Yeah. It's like,
nigga, we worked in the water system.
What are y'all doing?
Frozen pipes to fuck some shit up.
It's like, what are y'all doing? Y'all don't give a fuck about our youth. And it's our youth. It's not, Baltimore City is not majority white.
It's one of the blackest cities
It's a black
in the
ass
country.
city. So y'all got these kids that can't go to fucking school. So, and you got to look at the whole picture. So
this is all
they can't go to school, they can't get the education, but they probably not going to be able to eat for that day because most of the kids are too poor to get food at home. Their parents ain't home.
It's our fault.
It's our fault.
It's our fault.
You know?
The blackest city in this state has the most fucked up school system.
Horrible. It's fucking horrible. You look at the county. Do you know when I went with a friend of mine to pick up her kid from, I think it was Kearney Elementary School some years ago. I went there, I was like, y'all niggas got air conditioners. I've never seen that in a fucking school.
I sweat bullets in high school.
Like,
bullets.
And I went to a blue ribbon high school, Baltimore City College. Everybody knows it. They're like, it's one of the best schools. I'm like, nigga, I've had to go to school plenty of times in a coat because they ain't got no heat. So how they get blue ribbon school, but we freezing?
Yep.
I don't understand.
And it's such a distinct difference too. Like I gotta tell a quick story because I'm the only one here with children. It's a big fucking difference from the city public schools and the county public schools. Yeah. 10 minutes apart. So my son went to one school in the city for like pre-K, first grade, and little part of the second grade. Long story short, we took him out of that school in the city and transferred him to school in the county. Now, sometimes, I'm one of those fortunate people with a kid that kind of gets in a little bit of trouble every now and then.
Of course.
Yeah, that's my kid. Love him dearly, but stressful a little bit sometimes. So, in the city school, when they have bad kids, they shun them motherfuckers. They separate them from the rest of the class. Like, nigga, you sit in the corner somewhere. One time, I got a call from the school. I went to go see my son. And let's say it was 3 kids in this class that was like that. One of them met me at the door. Like the front door of the school. Not the class. Yeah. Not the classroom door. He met me at the front door of the school. He let me in. Like, why the fuck this little boy ain't in class?
That's crazy. Yo,
They just let him run around. They just let him do whatever the fuck he want to do, long as he wasn't disturbing the rest of the people. Like, they shun those kids. They don't help those kids. So when we took him out of the city school, put him in the county school, it's a whole fucking team put together to figure out how we can get my son on the right path. I'm talking about the fucking vice principal, the counselor, the secretary, the fucking reading specialist, this specialist. You look like a fucking what's some shit they do in court? A deposition.
Yeah.
We all sitting at a big round table, like, all right, what we gonna do step by step.
Damn.
And we have these meetings quarterly.
That's crazy.
Damn.
They don't get that kind of attention in the city schools.
That's sad.
They don't. Yo, I promise you, I can't make this shit up. My son was separated from the whole class. He had to sit in the corner.
What?
Crazy.
In a city school. If he look at somebody the wrong way, I get a fucking phone call.
That's crazy.
They don't want to deal with him. They say like think about it. In like kindergarten, first grade, he's 6. How the fuck you can't get a 6-year-old under control?
Right.
But you went to college. You were trained for this shit.
Yeah.
How you can't control a 6-year-old? He's causing you that much trauma. Like he's fucking with your day that much. He's 6.
Oh, he ain't knocking motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I go to we put him in the county school, a whole fucking team of people.
Right,
if your son does this, we're gonna do this. If your son does that, we're gonna do that.
Mm.
We're gonna help him figure out. We're gonna help try to figure out whatever the issue is, whether it's behavioral, whether it's educational, mental, whatever. Whatever the problem is, we're gonna try to figure it out before we even involve you, sir. They are trying to help my son not be a person, like not just as a person, like they're trying to help him navigate through life and really learn how to deal with whatever he's going on.
Right.
Whatever he's dealing with in that day.
That's fucking crazy.
I'll get a note at the end of the day. Hey, Mr. Boyd, your son, try to talk to him about this. All right, cool, thank you. City school, nah.
That's crazy.
They're not getting that kind of attention in the city.
You figure you got kids that they're getting that there, and they going home and getting thrown in the room. Well, if they got a home to go to, so they ain't learning shit. They ain't eating. That's why these kids out here going crazy.
Mm-hmm. And even like when all that wild shit was going on, like everybody praising the governor now, but even when like all that rioting, so he's like, no, we ain't getting involved in that. It's Baltimore's issue.
Yeah. They had that motherfucker they had the county line and around that motherfucking harbor.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't tough.
Fuck your city up.
Yeah, just don't.
You can fuck your city up.
Don't fuck with our money.
But you're not coming into this white area.
Yeah. You're not fucking up this harbor.
We need to push. That goes back to what I said.
They went
not against the riots. I just want them targeted better.
It'd have been bad. The National Guard would let them. They probably said, look, anybody come down here, fuck with this harbor, we kill their ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They can fuck shit up there though.
Go fuck this shit up.
Up the 2 blocks down, they can fuck all that up. Anything west of here, they can fuck that up. But don't let them cross this line.
There watching.
Because that's where they get their money at.
Yeah.
And then what pisses me off is these businesses that are in those areas that we as a people continue to give our money to, aka Blue Moon. I will never spend my money at Blue Moon Cafe again. Ever, ever, never, never, ever. Why? Because yes, it's in the middle of Fells Point. Yes, we all like to go down Fells Point. We all like to go get drunk, go to Moby's, well, all that shit, right? And then go to Blue Moon because it's open, right? Well, when the first uprising happened in Baltimore after Freddie Gray, they came out and was supportive of the National Guard and was feeding them for like free or discount. For fucking what? Mm-hmm. So you're pretty much showing like you're using coded language to where you're pretty much like, fuck you niggas. Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna sit here and burn up everything in your area. We gonna go ahead and feed the National Guard and the police.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck y'all.
Pancakes. Mm-hmm.
Fuck y'all. Y'all Captain Crunch French toast. I'll make it better.
Down here,
I ain't trying to hear it.
That's what they think. We down here eating Y'all up there fucking dying and burning shit down.
Mm-hmm.
You down here eating pancakes.
But then you got places like Red
Y'all
Emma's
can fuck your
who
neighborhood.
literally fed they were feeding kids that were out of school. Red Emma's were feeding the kids that, because you know they closed schools after that.
Yeah.
So they knew that, you know, these kids not gonna be able to eat. They were actually putting out to where they made a post on social media to feed kids that, you know, can't go to school and shit like that. That's what you fucking do with your influence. That's what the fuck you do with your business.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you make sure your business isn't fucking touched when shit like this arises. Because you are a place that, you know, people know, and that people know that you're in the community, not to just siphon money from us, but you're actually pouring back into the community.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's sickening. It's like, even in Hazelwood, what do they put into the community?
Not a fucking thing.
What do Golden Dragon, Loafers, any of them? They ain't putting shit into the community, but they making fucking bank off of our money, off of our backs.
A lot of money.
Like you're not gonna fucking tell me they're not about to get tax breaks and all that other shit. Like, come on, Mo's same. Mo's been around for how long? And they are funded by who?
Can I interject real quick?
Go ahead.
This is why I make it a point to support people like you. Like, really, like, this is like, I try to support a lot of people as much as I can, and that's for that exact reason. I can get T-shirts any fucking with.
Right.
But my man say he's selling T-shirts. All right, nigga, give me these.
Right.
I can get food anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But my homie say she cooking. Come on, bring me an order.
Yeah. I started my own food business.
Oh, shit.
Like, I make it a point to do that shit because I'd rather spend my money with y'all.
Yeah.
I'd rather spend my money with y'all. Fuck Amazon.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of money on Amazon.
Yeah.
That's because y'all motherfuckers don't sell it. Right. like if y'all sold the shit I need on Amazon, I will buy it from y'all.
Absolutely.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Like
that's how small businesses they are starting to phase out, because these big box companies like Amazon, like Walmart, like Target, they're able, because they have the capital to do the shit, they're able to sell toilet paper for a big ass case of toilet paper for like $25, but
the prices come down when the numbers go up on wholesale orders.
Exactly. I'm a black-owned, small mom and pop grocery store. My cucumbers are going to cost like $1. My toilet paper is going to cost, $5. Right. They're siphoning all of our business, all of our money, all of our capital out of our communities into these places, and then
this shit deserves a clap right now.
And then, like,
we hitting some shit right now.
Using our money to fund more laws that are more in their interest. Like what? I swear to God, I read an article when Trayvon Martin's murder happened. Walmart was one of the biggest supporters for the Stand Your Ground law. They were doing whatever it took to push the lobbyists, paying off the lobbyists to push that law into effect. And it's proven.
And they are getting richer and richer by the day.
Yes.
Every day.
You got Walmart that sells fucking guns, that's pushing a law for Stand Your Ground so niggas can buy more guns. Now, black people aren't going to be able to afford this law. Like, if a motherfucker come up on me and try to steal my car, I can't shoot him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You ever go in a gun store?
Yes. I've been to a gun range, too.
It's always more white people in there.
Hell yeah.
There's always more white people in there.
Hell yeah.
With their kids and everything.
It's
with their kids.
It's so unnerving.
Yeah.
Like, when
I
went
promise
to
you I was the only black person in the store when I bought mine.
I went to the gun range twice. The first time it was fun. Like, it wasn't really a lot of people there, and I don't miss. So,
Oh shit.
My daddy taught me how to shoot, and whatever. Anyway, the second time I went.
Oh shit, you can shoot for real then.
Mm-hmm. My father was military.
I know, that's what.
Yes.
Yeah, you can shoot for real.
I ain't playing. No.
I thought you was bullshit.
My daddy lived in Georgia and he lived in Texas.
Oh yeah.
So
you shooting in your backyard.
But
and nobody called the police.
No. When I went to the gun range the second time, I was surrounded by white people. And it was like they were letting off fucking hand cannons.
Mhm.
My God. I'm just sitting there like, why the fuck do y'all have this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it ain't no shit it's gonna put a crater in a nigga's chest.
Mhm.
So, but it's like, why do you have this fucking weapon? There's no reason for you to have this weapon except for at war. And you're not at war. In reality, in your mind, you may be.
They training them. They training their kids for it.
They getting ready.
I had a coworker. This motherfucker told me he had just bought his 13-year-old daughter her 6th rifle.
What the fuck? What?
The fuck?
What?
They be hunting and shit. I'm like, yo, this is fucking crazy. Another coworker, he just put together a fucking AR-15 the other day.
What?
Why he put together an AR-15?
He bought all the pieces separately and put the whole fucking gun together. Motherfucker look good for half the price. He talking about all these parts. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. Right?
That's crazy.
But we the threat.
Yeah.
We the threat.
We are the threat.
With all rocks.
Right. Like,
I wish you would bring this rocks down here to the harbor.
Yeah.
We gonna shoot you. Like,
yo, these dudes be
gotta
having
go.
arsenals. I work with people like that. See, one of my supervisors, my old dog, he was just running off guns. And I'm like, he counted at least 30-something guns.
Yeah. One motherfucker told me he had 34 guns in his house.
Wow.
wow.
What are you doing with 34 guns, yo? Besides getting
I have
married?
one gun.
Can you imagine that?
But I have one gun.
You
How many guns do you need?
It's crazy.
I tell you,
Hundreds of
if you need a gun,
hundreds
if you
of
need guns, I can see you really need more than 2.
No.
A handgun and a shotgun, or a handgun and a rifle.
Yeah.
One big gun, one small gun. How many fucking guns do you need?
Yeah, ready.
They do this shit for sport.
Yeah.
I think that hunting is.
Then I'm sitting there thinking, you know me, I'll be purge ready. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm all purge ready. I'm sitting there
Yeah.
like this motherfucker telling me that he gonna shoot me when it's time to purge.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what it
He's
sounds
showing
like.
me this.
That's what it
I'm
sounds like.
sitting there and I'm looking at him and shit. I'm like, yo.
That's how
That's
you gotta read it.
That's like
That's how I
like a
feel.
think twice, nigga.
Yeah. I'm sitting there like, he
Before you
cool.
fuck with me.
I'm like, he cool at work, but it's like,
I ain't coming to your barbecue, my guy.
oh, yeah,
Hell no.
none of that shit. So I'm like, and I know a lot of them motherfuckers like that, but there's nothing they can do really at work.
Right.
They get fucked up.
They be fucked up.
They get fucked up. But
It's like
I'm like, yo, is this you telling me? Do I have to shoot you?
when people talk about like, oh, well, I get these weapons to hunt. Hunting in this country as a sport is probably one of the most sociopathic goddamn things you could do.
I
So
feel
you
so
telling
bad
me
shooting them.
that you put deer urine on your body,
All that shit.
you hide in trees and bushes
For days.
for
Excuse me.
days.
Wait a
For
second.
days.
Hold on. I kind of blanked out of the conversation,
Mhm.
but when I came back, I heard deer urine.
Yes.
They do what with it?
White people I shouldn't say white people. No, I don't give a fuck. White people, because those are the ones that's hunting, they pour
Majority.
deer
If I
urine
go
on their
hunting, I'm not putting no
body.
pee on me. I'll stand by
And-
you while you pee on you.
They go out into
I
the
don't want
woods
pee on me.
I
to
want pee on me.
attract the deer to them, to attract the bucks,
Why you want
And
to
they
smell like
shoot
deer piss?
to shoot deer.
Why you want to smell like deer piss?
It's a so.
You
it
gotta
has
be a
something
nasty
fucking
son of a
wrong.
bitch to want to smell like any type of piss.
Yeah. Yep. It's just like
Ugh. What the fuck?
Man, I think, hey, what the fuck you need 100 bullets for to go hunt? What if you kill that? If you shoot that deer with 100 bullets, you're not gonna have no dead meat left.
You ain't gonna have no
But
meat.
they're not-
You
but they're
can't
not-
son of a bitch.
that's the
It's for
thing.
us.
They're not shooting it to
It's for
eat.
us.
They're literally shooting it for sport.
Just to
They're
practice.
literally
Justice said he
you're
killed it.
putting fucking heads on your wall and be like, yeah, I killed this. That is something
Yeah.
fucking
You're
wrong with
mentally
you.
ill
Like,
and want to
what
walk
are
into a
you-
dead
That's
head.
what
Like,
my father.
why?
It was grown
That
ass.
is fucking horrible.
I couldn't imagine the dead cranium just playing on my fucking
Yo.
wall.
And I mean,
That's
yes,
spooky as shit.
like deer hunting, as a sport, it does keep the population of white-tailed deer down to stop car accidents. It stops a lot of car accidents. Okay.
A deer fuck some shit up though.
Yeah,
My
man.
goodness.
It will fuck
I,
some shit
it's
up.
killed a suburban.
Kill Bruce.
Kill
Kill Bruce ass. Shit.
What?
Bruce is my suburban.
Oh.
I had a deer and they told her
I'm
that
like, you saying this
he
shit so
named
humbly.
he named
what
like
you
his first
think
10 cubs. I don't think he named the latest one. Bruce. That was big Bruce.
Heavy 2.0. But yeah, the one I don't see a couple of them. A couple of my coworkers know they be doing this shit for like the dead meat and shit.
Yeah.
That shit good.
Yeah,
And
that shit is
a
delicious.
deal, that lasts a long time. They say a lot of motherfucking money. They be soup.
Yeah, they be stockpiling that
They
shit.
be dead
So,
soup.
That's my
dead
thing.
ass,
It's like that's a
dead
sustainable.
Or they be bubble gumping the situation.
Yeah,
huh?
dead jerky, and dead steak. And I'm like, damn,
You sound like
I'm
Just running down the shrimp, nigga.
I'm like, damn, that one day ain't cost you a fucking $1. I'm sitting there, you gotta fucking meat.
I don't know. You gotta look at cost of operations, man. He had to buy the bullets.
Well, all them crazy,
I mean, shit, what?
crazy ass got guns anyway.
You know? They was
Hey,
looking
man,
for a fucking reason. I can't shoot a nigga.
Playing devil's
I have to go
advocate
out
right
in the
now.
woods and shoot a deer.
It's brown. Again, like, how the fuck ain't that a bitch? Outrageous.
It's like, for that reason, why not somebody make a deer farm? You know what I mean? Like, and
You're an animal lover.
I'm just a life lover.
You sound like a Peter type.
No, hell no. I will wear fur.
Oh, right.
I will wear fur. Have you felt chinchilla? My nigga, like what?
That should
You gonna make a
definitely
coat with this shit?
That should
Oh,
feel
I went.
amazing.
So sorry. Like, it's just I'm more of a life lover. It's like I don't like just unsensible killing.
Yeah,
And for you to sit there and go into the woods to shoot a fucking deer is wild as fuck to me. And it's like not to, and they're not killing it for a purpose. They're literally killing it for fun.
Just to shoot something.
It's like what
Like
people.
that's somebody. You just killed somebody's child right now. Like you just shot somebody's child, went back in the house.
And
like it's just crazy.
And I already know, like, the people that do listen that are PETA supporters that are vegan, they're gonna be like, oh well, you eat meat and you just said that you will wear fur. Yes, but at the same time, I'm saying
you gotta be warm.
I will wear.
You gotta be warm.
I support things with purpose.
Right.
Going out hunting with no purpose just for fun is fucking wild. It is
barbaric.
Wow.
So
It is barbaric.
It is. You got people starving in this fucking country. We just sat here and talked about how kids can't eat unless they go to school.
Turn that microphone a little bit. You know how sick you got to be to just wake up and say, "I'm going out to kill something."
Yeah, I might go shoot. Might as well shoot us dead. Might as well shoot us dead in the head.
Turn. The microphone should be facing you.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, go ahead. Like to wake up and say, "I'm gonna kill some shit."
Yeah.
I'm gonna go outside, shoot us dead in the head. Come back in the house.
Yeah, and fry it up. I'm gonna go kill this son, bitch, and come back and saute it. What the fuck?
Like, I don't know. Like, it's just, it has to be something inherently wrong with these motherfuckers for them to do this shit. I don't get it.
There's so many of them. They teaching their kids this shit,
Yeah.
so all their kids know.
Making it look like it's okay.
Yeah, so now they like, well, my daddy told me I can shoot deer. You should shoot whatever I want to shoot.
And that's
Like,
why
no,
they
that's
going
not
to
okay.
schools doing shit.
Don't
Because
shit like that.
it's, to me, that's
Or
why.
when they get mad, go back,
Right.
shoot something. Like, no, that's
No.
not what you tell your
Don't shoot
child.
a dog.
You don't tell your child.
Well,
Oh.
again,
They
it's,
slaughtered Michael Vick ass over a dog, but they
Yeah.
killed fucking deers for sport.
listen.
Yeah. And
There was a
shit.
post that said,
Everybody, people for sport.
there was a post that said Michael Vick spent more time in prison than the 438 police officers.
I think I
that
screenshot
murdered.
that shit.
I was like,
That's
yo,
See how fucked up that is? Look at the numbers. Like he spent more time in prison for killing the dog.
he didn't even kill the dog. He owned the goddamn property that the dog died on. Like, huh?
That man crossed. I'm out of town.
He wasn't even home.
I ain't been in the house in like 6 months.
When I watched that shit, when I watched that documentary, I'm like, that nigga wasn't even home, yo. He was down there golfing, minding his own fucking business. And his bitch ass cousin get in trouble.
Like, I had 2 dogs. I love my dogs. I
Man,
actually
I let you
just
live
hurt
in
my
my
dog
house.
today.
Oh,
I was sad. I was trying to cut him, quarantining is a bitch.
Oh, absolutely.
Try to do a little fingernail thing.
Man,
Yeah,
I nicked his little ear. I felt bad. But it's like, yeah, like those are my dogs. I love my dogs. But do I think that I have a boxer lab and I have huh? Both of those black.
Tyson.
That's Tyson.
You got
Tyson's a
a
boxer
little
lab. Yep. I got a little one. His
I
name
didn't
is
see a
Crown.
I didn't see a little one.
Yeah. He a little fur ball. I don't know. You probably unfriended me.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I be want to know what the hell you
I'm always be ranting and shit. People, I know people were like, man, this bitch, get off.
You know that? That's what I told him when we talked the other day. Like, you got a lot of shit to say.
I be wanting to know.
I need you to come on here. Kick some of that knowledge. I need you to come on here.
But yeah, like, I'm a dog lover. Like I said, I'm a life lover. I love everything that has a life deserves respect. But
I don't
God
agree,
damn,
but I get it.
What you mean?
I don't think ants deserve that much respect.
Ants?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Oh, fuck an ant.
I can't stand them some bitches. See, look, we gotta spray your fucking house out because of these bitches. I can't stand these motherfuckers. They get on my nerves.
One of y'all posted something that said it's called an insect, not an outsect.
I don't know. I probably did.
I saw something like that on social
Say, or
media.
spiders. Yeah, fuck spiders too.
Fuck all bugs. I'm not. I'm terrified of bugs. I'm scared of bugs.
See.
I don't
Love those lives if you want to.
Fucking ants and no fucking mosquitoes.
No,
Fuck all them
mosquitoes,
shits.
bro. The murder hornets.
Mosquitoes, see, them bitches can die too. See, you loving a little less life.
Yeah. Little last.
Because they out here harming people. They don't need to be over here nowhere.
They give people heart attacks.
Yeah, make you itch and shit.
I seen a big ass stink bug the other day, and it was like black. It wasn't no regular looking color.
Keep the bitches over there. I don't want none of that.
I was driving home, motherfucker wouldn't come off the fucking windshield.
It wouldn't come off your windshield. You got some bitch ass wipers.
No, I ain't wipe. I ain't want to snare the motherfucker. I just wanted to blow off and shit.
Oh, you didn't try to get them up. I thought you put forth some effort.
When do you shit outside? I'm just sitting there. Like, there's no wings going flapping or nothing. It's a drone, government drone and some shit.
Yo, they got drones.
They got real drones.
You ever seen a motherfucking baby pigeon?
What, baby pigeon?
Baby pigeon?
Just to be out next to the market.
Get the fuck out of my face, yo.
There's a reason they
Oh
weren't
my
running
god.
Yo,
He said a baby
there's
pigeon.
the most-
I'm like,
I ain't never seen a baby pigeon.
Yo,
There's pigeons. There's
it's
cameras.
a conspiracy.
yo, they the most disrespectful birds on the planet.
Those
Nigga.
cameras, yo. You swat at the motherfucking bird and look up at you. That motherfucker with that controller looking up at you.
You ever
You know what? That shit makes sense. Them motherfuckers don't move.
No, they don't
They
say
be
You
missing
walking
like
through-
limbs. You ever
Yeah.
notice that?
Yeah, some
Like
of them
that-
do. Yeah.
They be missing like feet and shit. I'm
They
like,
be-
what the
they
fuck
be
y'all be
running.
doing?
They got everything. It was rough down there. Everything down there was
How you
rough.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah,
Like, I don't
the
understand.
people was rough. The birds was rough.
Everything.
Everything. I hated going down there.
Yeah.
I loved Lexington Market.
I did in ninth grade. After ninth grade, I was over that
Oh
shit.
my god!
I went to
that
school
food
across the
was
world.
That food was delicious.
It was.
First place my father ever took me that I can remember was Lexington Market, and I got like oysters and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I don't eat those.
Yep. Fadley's, go right to Fadley's and eat oysters. You don't eat oysters?
Nah, I don't eat oysters
Why?
because they slimy,
I like my oysters.
and I don't like it.
Oysters fried.
Them shit slimy. I don't like it.
I love raw
Fried-
oysters.
Fried
I love
oysters.
fried
Yeah,
Yeah,
oysters.
that's shrimp.
Yeah, they big.
I fried my oysters. Gotta be fried on.
They agreeing with me.
I like them loose. I like them loose ass oysters.
You gotta
They
try
were them
them.
too.
Have you ever
I
tried
had
it?
it before.
I couldn't get past all that slime.
Just try
man.
it. Just try it. You might like it in a as an oyster shot. I can't do those.
No, that's slimy as shit too.
No, well they'll just put the actual oyster in the shot glass and then pour it
Oh,
with
they
vodka
take it like this.
and you throw it back. I can't go on. It's too much.
It takes too much work from. It takes too much work for me to do a shot with shit in it. Because I like. See, you don't know this. All those shots you used to give us back in the day, I would throw it back like I'm shooting it, but I would hold that motherfucker.
Oh shit! You lucky I didn't see that shit.
Yeah, you saw me. You saw me carry out there plenty of times, and a lot of the nights it didn't happen was because of that. Because we always got shots at the end.
Bruh.
I gotta take my time and swallow. I hate. I gotta pause. I gotta let it go down slow. Cause I can't fuck with it.
Oh my god!
I can't just throw it back and drink that shit immediately like people
can't
do.
drink like I used to.
Me neither. Shit.
I don't like drinking at all no more.
Really?
That's what's like. I barely drink. I'm a fucking pothead. I want to smoke weed, and I don't get hangovers.
Yeah.
My stomach don't start feeling weird. I don't throw up. I don't gotta get carried out of nowhere no more. I got drunk like a year and a half ago. Here, it was horrible. But you didn't have to answer the phone. That time Steve and Sean had to get me out of here. Nah, man. Nah, I'm already kind of big. And you try to carry a nigga with a metal leg too. Like, I'm not light. And and I'm drunk, that's dead weight.
Yeah,
I felt these niggas struggling to move me. Only problem was I couldn't help. I couldn't help them. I never feel like that when it's weed.
No.
I never feel that way.
It was,
If I wake up in the morning and I still feel the weed from last night, I might be a little sluggish.
Mm-hmm.
I might be moving a little bit slower. I'm cool with moving in slow motion.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
I'm not cool with running to the bathrooms. I gotta throw the fuck up. It ain't that easy no more. Shit is stressful.
Pissing all really.
Yeah.
I can't do alcohol like I used to. Now I'll do a couple shots of crème, for my dad, R.I.P. But I'm definitely a wino. I love my wine. But
there you go. There you go. Weed and wine. That's my shit.
Yes. Now,
I got a whole case of wine, nigga. And more weed.
With weed for me, and this is something that I definitely want to speak on, the stigma of people who can't handle like a lot of weed. So it's like, you know how some people that can't drink a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Some people can't smoke a lot.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you tell somebody, man, I can only do like 1 or 2 hits, they clown the fuck out of you.
Why is everything a competition?
I don't know. It's like, I don't want to, I just, me personally, I cannot handle a lot of weed. Like at one
point, neither could I.
I literally have to, I would
love
do
that
1
2
hit.
hits and be high.
Fuckload of money.
Shit. And I'll be laying down, like I will make myself a burrito, watch TV. I got my snacks, and I'm chilling. Like I'm good. I'm happy. I'm feeling good. If I take it overboard, if I try to, hang with the big dogs, I'm smoking and shit. I'm like, I'm just sitting there like not like my brain is not working. Like I can't.
I remember this one time I was having a conversation.
Yeah.
This one time I was having a conversation with your people. You remember that time? She was like, "How much did you smoke?"
Yeah.
You can never smoke with us. I'm like, all right.
Okay.
I'm not competing here. I just want to smoke my reefer.
Not reefer.
If it takes me a half of, 3 to 5 puffs to get it high, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like my man said, it saves you a lot of money.
Yeah.
At one point, I could roll a blunt. I'd smoke half of it, and then smoke the other half tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then one day I realized, nigga, I want this whole blunt. And then it escalated from there. But like, I ain't trying to compete with nobody.
Yeah.
I just want to be high.
Yeah.
I just want to be in my zone. Exactly. I want to be relaxed. I don't want to look over and see you smoke 4 blunts. I'm still on number 2. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. If you need, if you need 4 blunts to get high, that's on you. I'm cool with 1.5.
You ready for heroin?
Oh my god!
Hey, you passed
not
me.
gateway. Oh my god!
If you need 4 blunts to get high, you just need to stop smoking.
That is a hell of a graduate. Yeah, a big fucking problem. That's think about this, yeah.
We got some red.
That blunt you smoke, nigga. The joint you roll, nigga. That was at least a gram and a half. I ain't no fucking fuck. I can't measure shit with my eye like that. That was at least a gram and a half. Average motherfucker by, let's say, 3.5. So after you smoke 2 blunts, and that's gone. Now you gotta go spend another $25 to $40 to get that shit again. Shit. Never mind the blunts or whatever you decide to wrap your shit in. They go extra $3 to $8. Like yo, it's an expensive habit, nigga. Good weed, oh shit, yeah, go buy some better weed, yeah. But guess what? It gets even more expensive, nigga. Like,
expensive weed is expensive.
Yeah, nigga.
Exotic and all that shit.
Designer and all that shit.
Oh Lord,
$50 or 3.5. What? I'm cool with the 25 to 30.
Yeah, my weed guy. I love him dearly. He delivers. I love the convenience of the internet.
Shit is amazing.
Yeah, I will get like a half ounce.
He sounds like an angel.
Mm-hmm.
He is. I buy a half ounce, and depending on what strain it is, it'll be like most 100. Least I've spent like maybe 80 for a half ounce.
That's about right.
And that lasts me so long because I'm not like I can't smoke. I just can't handle it. It's not something I can handle in a lot. A lot of places or whatever.
I can't smoke cigars no more. I choke immediately. If I try like hell, choking. Like even some hookah I can't do. I'm like, damn, I used to like this shit. I rather either one or the other, I guess.
Yeah.
I never really understood hookah.
Cigar, they never made me happy. I mean,
Make me relax.
Make me relax, yeah, but
with a shot.
Made me hesitant.
I never understood
I get cigars up.
Stuff like that. Like, what's the like? I've tried hookah and nothing happened.
I just did it.
I don't even know if it tastes good. I know it burned my throat.
Some of them do taste good. It was just like if we be at the club, be like, it'd be like, it was just I don't know. I think it's something different.
Yeah, I think so. Cause you
and
did.
There was a reason me not having to worry about dancing. You know, man, I'm smoking. Fuck out of here. I'm drinking my hookah. I ain't got time to dance. That's not right. That's before. That's not stop. Down ass dancing. I was like, damn, going to get a hookah.
Yo, we old, yo.
Get a hookah, sit down.
Yo, old as
shit. You ain't got dancing. Be sitting there with a hookah.
I'm cool with it though.
Hell yeah.
I'm torn. It's like I think about, you know, when I was younger and out here just enjoying everything. And now I'm too tired to do shit. Like,
yeah.
I gotta go to work. I gotta cook. And I'm like,
I look back on shit like I don't know if I really actually like doing that shit at all.
Really?
Yeah.
I love going to the club. I had so much fun. Like
I hated going to the club until I started drinking.
Well,
once the alcohol hit, it's like, all right, nigga, other than that, I stand around like a motherfucking bouncer.
I just think about how
looking stupid as shit.
How dangerous shit was back then.
Yeah.
It was reckless.
It's how old are y'all? Early 30s.
Drinking and driving, like she was reckless.
Niggas love to drink and drive too.
Running
when I was bartending for y'all know I was like never sober. I was always fucked up drinking. Like,
wasn't you?
I was
cool.
I mean, drunk as shit. I will always drive.
It worked out.
I will always drive. Don't ever do that. All the listeners out there, do not drink and drive. It's so dangerous for no fucking reason.
At one point, I had to drive all the way across town drunk.
Ooh.
I pulled over on Open Parkway middle of the night.
That's a long ride.
I lived in
that was a long ass ride drunk.
When I was driving, when I was working at the Ace, I was living in Parkside Gardens. So it wasn't far. It was not.
Oh, that was right down the street.
But I'm like, how fucked up I was leaving work. Yeah. Like, nigga, I worked there. So it was like, I'm getting y'all drunk, but I'm double drunk. Like, I would be fucked up working there. And it was just like, I would just hop behind the wheel like it was nothing. Drive my little Buick. You couldn't tell me shit. Couldn't tell me shit. But it was just like, it was so dangerous. Like leaving that place. Reckless as fuck.
I just think about times I was speed up and down bad. I was like, what the fuck?
On
racing.
Purpose.
Yeah, racing.
Yep.
Remember that race we had down Pulaski Highway?
Oh my god.
And this is before your brain completely.
That was so dangerous. We probably could have got shot.
Yo,
they done pulled us over.
We was speeding for
3 niggas doing 120 down Pulaski Highway. They probably would have shot our asses immediately.
Drunk as shit.
Drunk as a bitch.
How off the county or something?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Took the whole way doing like a hunt.
The whole way. Shit was stupid, yo. We got lucky a lot.
A lot.
Wake up in the house. What the fuck? How the fuck I get here?
Mm-hmm.
Or nothing but God.
Right.
I never do this again.
Yeah. And even like all the nights that I mean, we went to the club, nigga, and for nothing.
No reason.
Like. It was for nothing. I can remember so many nights where we was just next to each other the whole time watching everybody else do shit.
Yeah, just sit there,
we just went for nothing. All right, these niggas said they wanted to come here, so we just gonna go with them, make sure I don't get the shit beat out themselves.
Oh my god, that's me now.
Yeah, like
invite me to the club.
You better invite me.
Don't invite me, no motherfucker.
It has to be your 30th, 35th, or your 40th.
It better be a special occasion.
Your 37th, because it ain't that important for you to be there at the club.
I just can't.
It gotta be a milestone.
You better have a cookout.
Yeah.
There's so many other things now to do other than going to the club.
Bowling alley, all that. I'm not going to stand in nobody's club.
I can't do
like
it. Yeah. I don't even feel like
it. Or if I do, I'm gonna you get a bottle or whatever. I'm gonna sit here. And get a hookah. Unless I can smoke it in. Give me a hookah. Give me a drink. And you go ahead and do your thing. Happy birthday. Right. I'm not dancing with you.
I went to a club. I can't even remember what club it was recently. And I was like, I wanted a bottle. So I was like, yeah, how much is for a bottle for a Jack Daniels? The girl, first of all, looked at me like, bitch, how dare you ask me a price or some shit. I'm like, well, I want to know. The bitch told me 125 American dollars for a bottle of Jack Daniels.
$20 bottle of Jack Daniels.
I looked at her, I was like, is this in pesos? She was like, no, it's $125. I was like, oh, no, thank you.
People really going there
to get sick.
Isn't
For
it?
Jack.
Yeah.
Like,
$300 on champagne.
and it's not even good champagne.
No.
Like,
just for show.
How many bottles did we used to buy?
Stupid shit.
For nothing, you know? Like,
reason,
you know what I'm saying? We went so much for nothing. I remember when niggas first started doing it. Like, next bottle on you, next bottle. Like,
all that
and then,
money.
niggas spend $400 or $500 and they need one of us drunk. So stupid.
$22 bottles.
What was the other dumbass thing we did? What is that Lil Wayne song? With him and T-Pain, throw the money.
Yeah.
How dumbass throwing that money? What?
Nigga, that song was
Y'all
day. I was sitting
That
there.
shit was so
I
stupid.
was like, I was a fucking clown. I
Yes.
can't believe that. What that Kiss Cafe?
Yeah.
That was a nice little spot.
It was a nice little spot.
I'm like, I was a fucking clown. I can't.
Oh, we
believe
used to do so much dumb
those
shit. And
that-
I be
and
looking,
they ain't had no money like that to be doing
right,
that.
niggas had regular paychecks.
Had those seven ones.
Yeah.
We think it was more than it was.
Niggas, yo,
Right.
nigga, we did not make the money we made now back then. And we was just throwing the shit away. Like, this shit is stupid. Now when niggas probably got a little bit of disposable income. Niggas ain't throwing it. I'm tight as a bitch. Only thing I'm splurging on niggas like work shit.
Yeah, and now you think, I wish I was.
I bought some t-shirts today.
$300 bottle of Henny. Suck my ass. That shit, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck how much money I ever.
Yeah.
If I do, I'm getting drunk.
Fuck
I'm
yeah.
paying $300. I'm drinking this bottle.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you the difference,
Trying
right?
to close. Well, can I leave this bottle? No, I can't leave.
Nigga, I'm gonna tell you.
I'll be drinking this motherfucker. Somebody better come in.
Yeah.
I'm getting the drinks out this
Why we
bitch.
been drinking here? We gotta finish this shit.
Here's what a difference a couple
$300.
years to me, right? I went to my 10-year reunion at what, 27? So, mind you, we talking about this is our earlier 20s. We was doing that dumb shit. So, when I went to my class reunion, tickets was $50. I'm like, the fuck, nigga? I don't even like these motherfuckers that much. I'm showing up. I'm getting fucked up.
Yeah,
Nigga. The first hour I was there, I was at the bar.
I know you.
I got fucked up. I said, $50 in my, I want every single drink. He said, "Oh, you can drink? I'm drinking all this shit." But think of, like, and we just said we was buying bottles a couple years ago, being dumb. Bottles $150 a pop at least, and I went retarded over 50. I'm spending $50 in this bitch. I'm gonna drink as much as I want.
I know that's right.
Hold up, give me that plate too. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Everything,
Thanks.
man. Fuck that.
Shit. Yeah, no. I didn't go to my class reunion.
I ain't going to the next one.
I don't even remember when it was.
They said it was alright, but
They did like from what I saw, it looked like they had like an adult prom. It was like everybody was like, dressed to the nines and stuff. I mean, that's cool. Like, I do want an excuse to
like
dress up
Yeah.
because you don't really get to do it anymore and ever.
I thought about trying to put one of those together, and I realized I don't have to buy. I'm gonna have to be slick as a bitch. If I'm
Yo,
supposed to buy,
I don't like dressing up, yo.
There's some slick
It's
niggas
like-
around this city, yo.
It's like,
And I'm not
the
with him
idea
nigga that's
sounds
slicker
dope,
than me
but
at my party.
I don't be feeling like it.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
people be
feel
thinking I'm
like
crazy sometimes. I was trying like this shit, this haircut. First haircut in about a month and a half. I'm a barber. I don't have no excuse. I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Nor am I trying to impress none of you motherfuckers. I don't care. When somebody told me, at least you have a decent face, I was like, thank you.
Oh, what?
Because I look fucked up. I look homeless. Beard all over the motherfucking place, hairline all out of whack, shit all nappy. Niggas, she looked me dead in my face like, you look rough, but at least you ain't ugly, because it could be worse, nigga. I'm like, oh, all right, cool.
Damn.
And I'm thinking the whole time, good thing I don't give a fuck. Ugly or not, because I don't feel like cutting my hair. Fuck you. I got 9,000 clients' hairs to cut. Nigga, I don't want to cut mine. I don't feel like it.
How I feel about cooking my food. After I cook all day, when I get home, man, you want to know what I ate yesterday? Last night, I had some Popeyes.
I would be okay with that.
I
I don't
delivered
want some
like
chicken
over
anyway.
like 35 fucking crab cakes and like I just was delivering all day.
All that fucking food you cook.
All that food I cooked. I
You
went
ain't eat none of it.
right to motherfucking Popeyes and got me some. And
That be the
house,
thing. Like when you do certain shit, like I tell a nigga, like you can't. When a truck driver the nigga that drive trucks all day, nigga, you think he want to come home and drive?
Right.
You think he want to be the one volunteered? You think he want to be the one volunteered to drive to Atlanta? No. Last time we went on vacation, no. Last time I went on vacation, I mistakenly left my clippers. But I wasn't mad.
Because everybody wanted you to cut their hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wasn't mad with the fuck. Last time we went to Miami, I had my clippers. But I woke up and got drunk. Yeah. Immediately. Nigga, you don't want me to cut your hair now. Sorry. I'm fucked up. Yep, there's a barbershop around the corner. They ain't do too bad.
Yeah, I was like, shit,
Nigga, I woke up and did that shit on purpose.
It makes sense.
I'm on vacation. Yeah. Last vacation, I'm not bringing my clippers no more. Yeah. I'm gonna bring maybe my trimmers. I mean, if I feel the need to line myself up.
Just tell niggas no.
That was so fun. I ain't want to say no. I'm too nice to say no, so I just got drunk.
Fuck that. I love you, but no. Mm-hmm. Like, no.
I want to go to Atlantic City. I just want to go outside.
So first, I'm telling you,
I just want to drive that away.
As soon as they open up outside, and it's like actually open, not like it is right now.
I need the safe open.
Holy moly!
Come on.
You almost at 2 hours.
Oh,
yeah, get the fuck out of here! I'm hungry.
Well, I don't deliver today. Sorry.
Right.
I don't deliver on Sunday.
I was thinking that shit too.
I'm hungry as hell. But yes, if I can do a shameless plug.
Yeah, that was part of the deal.
It should happen.
I need to know any of this shit.
So I do free delivery all over Baltimore City and counties. And my menu and everything is on my Instagram at Big Hair Big At. It's all spelled correctly, no underscores. One of my most popular dishes are the cheesesteak egg rolls. I have shrimp cheesesteak egg rolls.
Them shit's
on my menu.
Too, nigga.
And yeah, they're nice big size. Everything is handmade. I don't buy. The only thing I buy frozen, maybe my egg roll wrappers, but everything is like fresh and I cook everything. I use my own seasonings and spices and all that. None of that pre-rolled stuff.
I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit.
But I just added crab cakes to my menu. I'm adding a jerk salmon with a pineapple slaw on my menu. Yeah, so I'm doing my little thing. It's something that I love. I love cooking, and sometimes people may have alcohol. I don't know. Like it's just not a thing that we can really talk about.
Shit is good though.
If it ever was to happen, I promise you the cocktails will be good.
Mm-hmm.
Wink, wink. But yeah, my website it's coming up, and you'll be able to order online. And yeah, I'm doing this all on my own. Only my 2 hands are touching the food, and only my car is driving it at the moment. So eventually,
let's help her grow.
Levels up, level up.
Let's do this.
Your turn, Barry.
Yeah, got a couple T-shirts I'm selling still. $25. Size is small to 3X. Quoted on my at @blawson_30 on Instagram. Barry Lawson on Facebook. Deliver, and I will ship it if I have to.
Yes.
All right.
Now that's been another episode of Cuts and Shit. As usual, be sure to follow on Instagram and Facebook at Cuts and Shit. That's KUTZNSHIT_podcast on Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube page. That's Cuts and Shit, spell it all the way out and symbol. And always as in addition to everything else, I got T-shirts, wristbands, coffee mugs, and all kinds of stuff on my personal website.
Face mask.
That's Cuts. Yep, face mask and everything. That's cutsbykb.com. KUTZBYKB.com. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for listening. Y'all be great now. You're here.
Peace out.
Hi.